Happy is he who on these shores may rest, happy who may return after a long absence. So wrote Lord Byron the poet about the Lake of Geneva. It was agreed for many centuries that all roads led to Rome, the holy city. Today, more aptly, it is claimed that all roads lead to Geneva, the international city. For sooner or later, every true citizen of the world wants to find his way here, to the home of liberty, culture, research, and idealism. To Geneva, the largest and most important city on the lake which bears its name. What sort of town is this Geneva? Well, let's review the facts. Population, for instance, is over 160,000, a figure greatly swollen in summertime by an influx of students, statesmen, and tourists. The healthy climate is temperate, the air clear and tangy. Geneva dates back before the age of Julius Caesar, yet it's modern in assets and outlook. It's a beautiful city with expansive parks and gardens, medieval and modern architecture harmoniously blending. A city indeed, yet nature is close at hand. Flowers and mountains and swans in the lake. It's a gay resort town, but a cultural center too. Home of the Red Cross, the International Labor Organization, and a famous university. The cradle of the Reformation movement, the favorite haunt of many illustrious men of letters, today, Geneva is headquarters for United Nations in Europe. Yes, Geneva, the international city, has more than her share of reasons for fame. Though French is the native tongue in this part of Switzerland, you hear many languages spoken in Geneva. The international city that it is, her people are linguists. Here, English-speaking visitors always feel at home. But whatever his tongue, whatever his homeland, the foreign visitor to this hospitable town won't be able to resist a stop at the jewelers. For Geneva is also the center of the Swiss watchmaking industry. A Swiss watch or clock is a masterpiece, mechanically always, and often artistically too. Next, you'll see the watchmaker's latest achievement, a timepiece with no works. Attuned to the atmosphere, this clock keeps perfect time and permanently. Jewelry, artistic enamels, export-import houses, good shops and stores too. Although Geneva owes most of her renown to the many fine men who have distinguished themselves in all the various branches of the humanities, she is also known for her flourishing arts and trades. It's a bustling little commercial city also. As a city of liberty, and as the first Protestant stronghold of the world, Geneva owes much to the great Reformationist Calvin, who in the 16th century preached words of freedom from the pulpit of St. Peter's Cathedral. Geneva's Wall of Remembrance tells in stone the inspiring story of the long struggle for freedom waged by the people of Europe, a struggle for civil liberty as well as religious. John Calvin is the central figure in the varied group of statesmen, preachers, and patriots of many countries who gave impetus to the age of freedom. City of monuments. For example, a monument to the Duke of Brunswick, who bequeathed his entire fortune to Geneva. City of culture and beautiful buildings. This is the Rath Museum, one of several institutions dedicated to art, science, or history. Monuments and statues all over town. That's the Patriot General Dufour. The old section of town high above the lake is surrounded by a historic wall constructed in Calvin's day. The wall figured prominently in the great and final attempt by the House of Savoy to subjugate Geneva. Today, the wall is a peaceful lookout spot for citizens and visitors. Like most Europeans, the Swiss enjoy wining and dining out of doors. On every block, you'll find some form of sidewalk cafe or tavern on the terrace. In the old town, folks eat in picturesque surroundings like these. An ancient fountain still graces the cobblestone square of old Geneva. Students, office workers, and tourists alike appreciate the informality of afternoon refreshments taken in the sunshine. Youthful students make up a large part of Geneva's transient population. Ever since the 16th century, Geneva has been renowned as a center of higher education and scientific research. Young people come from all over the world to study at Geneva's university. Summer courses in language or international relations are offered yearly. There's a group of Smith College girls here for the summer to perfect their French. Of course, an international city must provide the latest in transportation and depots. Geneva's airport is the most central and beautiful modern airport in Europe. The world's most prominent statesmen, or just plain tourists, sooner or later they all come to Geneva. Here's the International Red Cross headquarters, and these are the League of Nations buildings, now the European home of United Nations. Geneva's characteristics of hospitality and love of liberty made of her a perfect home for these institutions of faith and hope. In a country where hotel keeping has been developed into a fine art, Geneva does more than her share in maintaining the Swiss reputation for excellent accommodations. If the city were to keep a visitor's book, it would be tremendous and unique of its kind. Birthplace of Rousseau, Geneva has always attracted men of culture and achievement. Milton, Wordsworth, Chopin, Browning, to name a few. Of course, the welcome mat is out for everyone, famous or not. The Swiss are known for their fine food, not just candy and pastry goodies, but they are sure to tempt you too. And you won't want to miss open-air market day. On sale is all the produce of the area, flowers, vegetables, fruits, and cheese. Switzerland bottles her own delicious wine. The grapes are beauties. Vineyards in this territory are found on the very same terraces carved out by the Romans in BC time. The Genevese people reveal themselves as great lovers of flowers. You'll find them growing all over town, for Geneva is a city of parks and gardens. Many of the parks were bequeathed to the town by generous citizens. Few cities of the same size can boast such beautiful public grounds. The rose gardens at Le Grand's Park are famous. Thousands of varieties of roses are on display. The Fête de Genève is the traditional summer climax to the season of sunshine and flowers. Townfolk go all out in enthusiastic effort to put on a festival even more beautiful and gay than the last one. Join the crowd and see the fun. Geneva as a holiday resort has so much to offer. Mild climate, a beautiful lake with several bathing beaches, yachting, rowing, steamer trips, a sport for every season. In summer, the motorboat races create feverish excitement among spectators and participants alike. Competitors arrive from all over to prove their skill in handling their skittish craft. With a famous lake at their doorstep, no wonder the Genevese are devotees of water sports. Geneva is a vacation paradise. Judge for yourself. For young and old, summer is a delight in the versatile city of Geneva. All this for the tourist or citizen, plus the many advantages of a city of culture. Geneva has something for everyone. Geneva is a big little city, a many-faceted town of charm and beauty. Lord Byron was right. Her attractions are many, her appeal universal. For Geneva, above all, is the international city.